So, great day everyone. So, Happy New Year. So, welcome to another episode of Nourish to Flourish, where we empower you to nourish your body so you can flourish holistically. Again, my name is Dennis Hilario, and as a business coach, I'm a business coach, and of course, with us is our registered nutritionist dietitian, Coach Mary Rose Del Rio. Hi, Coach. Kamusta?
Yes. Hello, everyone. Happy, healthy New Year. We are on to our next episode. Siyempre, sama-sama pa rin tayo sa pag-achieve ng mga health goals nyo this year. So, very exciting because I know na maraming katanungan ang ating mga clients, viewers. Tama ba yung mga health goals na naset natin for this year? Okay, so pag-uusapan natin yan. Especially for those na parang may mga takot, may mga frustrations. Kung meron kayong mga health goals na, hindi nyo super na-achieve last year, it's okay. That's why we are here to help you guys.
Correct. So, it's New Year's resolution ngayon, pag January, di ba? Yan yung
Excited.
exciting part talaga ng New Year, no? So, siguro, let's go straight to the questions natin.
Yes.
Sa question natin. And topic natin is about, New Year health, specifically health resolution. So, we can achieve our health goals this year, no? So, the first question, ano ba yung mga biggest mistake ng mga tao, when setting New Year's resolution?
Ayan. So, meron na ba kayong mga naalalang ganun, guys, from the past? Kamustahin natin ang mga nakaraang taon? Meron ba kayong mga sa tingin nyo nagkamali at some sort? Well, of course, at the end of the day, we get to learn from our past mistakes. But what I noticed from, my clients, and of course, family and friends or close to me na nagsaset ng mga health goals.
Right.
On the start of the year, and then later, sabi nga nila, pag January, punong-puno sa gym. Pero pagdating ng March, April, asahan mo,
Totoo
parang
yan.
medyo kumukonti-konti na. So what are the reasons behind? Well, one is sometimes, yung goal na sineset natin is hindi ganun ka-realistic. Oo. Lalo na kapag yung goal na yon is binarrow mo lang from kapatid mo, di ba, sir? Someone you know, ganyan.
Hindi naman talaga for you, parang gano'n.
Yes.
Diba?
So, for example, kayo ng bestie mo, parehong, biglang 10 pounds sa Feb kasi pagdating ng summer, gusto nyong magkaroon ng beach body, mga ganyan. So, hindi siya realistic. So, dapat, diba, just like in setting any other goals, it has to be smart. Tama ba, sir?
Yes. So, yung smart naman, actually, nag-a-apply yan. Hindi lang sa health, even sa business, sa mga personal goals natin.
Ano nga ba yung smart, sir? Yan. Magaling dyan si Sir Dennis, eh. Siyempre, niya yan?
Actually, most of my podcast, laging nadidiscuss yung smart na yan.
Sige. Maririnig natin yan dito sa Nourish to Flourish, this time in the context of health.
Yes. So yung SMART is actually a short or acronym for specific, yung S.
Specific.
Yung M naman is measurable, yung A achievable, yung R is relevant, and then yung T is time-bound. Napakaganda nung acronym na yan. So for example, kung gusto nating mag-lose ng 1 to 2 pounds per week by walking 30 minutes a day.
Specific yun, kasi 1 to 2 pounds, diba?
So,
in a week, yung time.
Yung time. Tapos, ano ba yung relevant na dapat mong gawin
Yan.
para, ma-achieve mo yung goal na yon, diba? Halimbawa, yun nga, mag-workout tayo o mag-cut tayo ng sugar, calories and whatnot, diba?
Yes.
Ayun. Ikaw, Coach MR, ano bang smart goal mo this year?
Smart goal. So, currently, di ba, specific, measurable. Dun sa measurable na part, we get to measure, of course, yung mga metrics natin, mga numbers natin in terms of our health. Meron tayong mga machines dyan, like body composition analyzer, like what we use, sir, we have Eufy sa mga gyms. Usually, have your in-body machine, ganyan. So, what I'm really looking to monitor is yung yung body fats natin at saka yung visceral fat and yung more of my protein, muscle mass actually.
Yeah.
Yun yung kailangan ko ako personally increase. Kasi since 3rd to 4th quarter of last year na maintain ko so far, with consciousness talaga. Kailangan yan, sir, na i-ano natin. So, as for me, it's my body, yung muscle mass natin.
Yes. That's good, In my case, din, I think since the start of our partnership, no, meron tayong, was this parang yung situation ko, yung current weight ko before is, if I'm not mistaken, nasa 180 something, no?
Yes.
84 or 85. And so far,
And surprisingly, ang galing. Kahit
nga eh.
after holiday, guys, let's take a moment para palakpakan si Sir Dennis.
Yeah, oo.
Nag-lose lang naman siya ng more or less 5
actually,
pounds. Tama ba,
no,
sir?
yung
Just this
I think may sinend ako sa'yo last week, di ba?
Oo.
Parang nasa 177 pounds.
Aha.
No? Pero kanina nag-weigh ako 175. So,
Oh, wow! Yun pala yung pasabog this year.
Oo.
Oh my
yun
gosh.
ang pasabog
Okay.
natin. So, sa akin naman, hindi talaga sa New Year's resolution, but
Okay.
continuation of yung naging project natin, and I'm so grateful with you,
Galing.
Coach MR, dun sa
Amazing.
naging kasi na-motivate mo ako at nabigyan mo ako ng scientific way and technical way of taking care of my health, So I'm very grateful on that. Thank you so much.
Yes, and kung curious kayo dyan, guys, feel free to message our page, no? Yung mga natin dyan, social media.
Yes.
Yan,
So,
accounts.
ako naman, yung take ko rin kasi pagdating sa New Year's resolution, sabi natin, we have to be specific.
Yes.
Ako, malaking tulong yung, I think nabanggit ko rin ito sa mga iba kong podcast, yung being intentional about writing down yung New Year's resolution.
Yes.
Yung pag-usapan natin kanina, meron kayong vision board.
Yes.
Napakalaking
Tulong.
Psychologically, for some reason, iba yung impact pag meron kang sinusulat or something tangible na nakikita mo. Kung pwede mo ilagay sa home screen ng phone mo yan or ng computer mo, better pa di ba? So, yun yung isang way to be specific.
Yeah.
Kasi yung measurable naman, yun nabanggit mo na meron kang ina-eye. Like for example, from 185 pounds, in my case, gusto kong ma-reach, I think, 170 or probably lower. No? So yun, ganun ka-specific. Tapos, nabanggit natin yung mga weighing scales like UFI, meron silang other metrics. Like
Or mga lab results din natin, mga
yes,
ganyan.
so yung mga lab results. Yeah, which is, ako due na for siguro by the end of the
guys,
end of the month.
Reminder, importante yung mga baseline natin this year kasi para part yan ng pagsiset natin ng goal.
Yes.
Yung mga lipid profiles natin, as much as possible, executive check-up talaga.
Correct. So yung mga metrics na yan, yun yung measurable na sinasabi niya. Then achievable, syempre hindi tayo magsiset ng sobrang layo naman na close to impossible. Halimbawa, 185, gusto mo maging 140 in just, in a few weeks, diba? So, syempre, we have to be practical as well, diba?
Yes.
And time-bound, sabi natin, is that within 3 months? Is that within 6 months and whatnot? And again, we don't have to be like relying things by yourself, diba? Meron tayong pwedeng ma-consult na katulad mo, Coach MR, na registered nutritionist and dietitian who can help you achieve those New Year's resolution natin, di ba? Pero as you know or as you may know, even siguro in your experience or even myself, I admittedly, marami rin tayo in the past na mga resolution na hindi natin na-meet, di ba?
Right.
So, I think that's a big question. How can we stay consistent?
Yan.
Di ba? Yun.
Actually, gusto ko rin yan itanong, syempre, para real life yung natin. Kasi we started, sir, di ba? I think October, yung first month ng meal plan. So, October, November, and then, just so you know kasi guys, nag-travel yan sila, Sir Dennis, sa Japan. And
Yes,
usually,
yung holiday.
struggle po kasi for those people who are, on that kind of goal. Usually, naging naku, mukhang alam mo yun,
Hindi ko ma-maintain yung
Oo, ma-maintain or baka mag-gain pa. Kasi imagine travel tapos holiday. So, ang mindset of, the majority. Kumain. Susulitin ko to, a little whatever. So, kamusta po yung, parang kumbaga, I would also like to, learn from you, given that experience. What was your mindset during that time?
Well, I think number one yung commitment, 'di ba? So kung may gagawin kang project talaga, you have to be accountable doon and you have to really commit to that. So you have to have that kind of values within your system for you to be consistent.
Nananalaytay kasi yung sistema ni Sir Dennis,
Oo.
no?
And at the same time, malaking tulong din talaga yung meron kang parang accountability partner. 'Di ba? So, for example, yung partnership natin, that's actually an accountability partner na nag-commit din ako sa iyo na ipoposto ko tong itong diet na to and yung activities that you have suggested, 'di ba? So, yun. So, commitment, accountability partner or accountability mirror, humarap ka sa salamin, tingnan mo yung sarili mo, di ba? Or you talk to yourself.
Yes.
And then I think yung third is yung may concept din kasi ng willpower.
Yes.
Diba? So, kailangan mo yung willpower na yan. As you age, based on my study is that pababa, nagdi-deplete yan yung willpower. Kasi at times, you feel na because of your age na achieve mo na lahat.
Yeah.
Nababawasan na yung willpower to be to achieve something else,
more.
no? Or achieve more.
Right.
I think scientifically, one of the ways that you can maintain willpower is also taking care of your mental health, 'di ba? Yung enough sleep, sunlight in the morning,
right.
something like that. Yung balance balance hormones and activities, no. So that's my take, no, in maintaining your resolution. Siguro maganda rin yung meron kang journal nga na natatrack mo yung progress mo.
Right.
Diba?
Journaling is also very good. Monitoring, no? And of course, from time to time, you have to celebrate yung small wins mo. So like for example, yung simpleng you were able to wake up at a proper time and sleep also at a proper time. Kasi alam nyo ba guys, diba, just so you know, if you get to sleep less than 6 hours, meron tayong yung hunger hormones natin, the leptin and ghrelin, hindi maayos na nakakapag-usap yung dalawang yan kapag your sleep is less than 6 hours, which affects your weight management, which affects your health goals this year.
So, eating habits, no?
Eating habits. Ano kasi yan? Actually, domino effect sila. Kaya when we talk about health, we really talk about these things. The food, the exercise, the sleep, yung sunlight na sinabi ni Sir, especially for those na, yun nga, to also have better sleep, mga ganyan.
So, in my case, for example, nung holiday, ano ako talaga, I'm being mindful kasi
sa Japan ba, Sir? Ano ba yung mga usual ba? Noodles, rice, ulam.
Ramen
Though,
yan,
I believe mga salmon, okay. Mga sashimi.
Yes.
Di ba?
Well, protein kasi yan.
Yeah,
Tapos,
it's good.
edamame.
Oo, actually healthy living guys ang I think no, the Japanese food.
Yes,
Unlike the Americana pizza burger, yun talaga very high calorie and then limited sa nutrients.
Yes.
Yeah,
Pero na ano naman siya nababalance out kasi pag nagta-travel ka, syempre lakad ka rin ng lakad. Diba?
Correct.
So,
that's another thing.
somehow nababawasan.
Mas grabe din yung burn na.
Nababurn naman yung calories na kinakain mo. So, pero ako, I was mindful, particularly last holiday na hindi rin nakalaga ako nag-splurge sa food. Ano. Yung mga anak ko, sige, mga bata pa kayo, kain lang kayo dyan. Pero ako, medyo, rin talaga, very regulated yung yung kinakain. Sabi ko nga, I have to be accountable of my actions. No excuses.
Wow! Matindi ang disiplina.
Yes.
So, bottom line, guys, kailangan talaga, klaro sa'yo, na gusto mo talaga i-achieve yung goal mo. At hindi lang siya, parang try-try lang or something.
Yes.
And then, of course, accountability is there.
Yes.
The consciousness, grabe no, ang level ng consciousness at mindfulness ni Sir.
Yes.
And I believe, kumbaga dahil talaga, sabi nga niya kanina, no, nasa values niya na rin talaga yung being commitment, lalo na not just in health but also in other things. So since napaperform niya na yun guys sa ibang bagay, he just needs to correlate or be in that kind of attitude din in pursuing this another goal of him, and that is the health goal. At effective naman guys. So kita nyo naman, di ba? So I believe na kumbaga hindi nyo naman first time marinig yung mga terms na yon, pero ibang level talaga sir, di ba? Kapag ina-apply mo na siya sa sarili mo. Kasi alam nyo ba guys, sa totoo lang, actually sir, ito honestly, nung pandemic, medyo nag-gain talaga tayo. As in, this is not what I look like noon.
Talaga?
But,
patingin nga.
but the thing is, kapag talaga yung identity mo is really, shouting, alam mo yun, and in your core that it's really you really need to, you walk the talk, etc. And that at the end of the day, gagawin mo rin naman. Might as well do it now hanggat hindi pa matindihan or malala yung sitwasyon.
Correct.
Kanina nga, before I, arrived here, GMA News, sabi parang, the medical cost will, I don't know how many times it will increase this year. Of course, expected na rin naman yun given the inflation. Pero ibang level na rin talaga na ma-highlight siya sa news.
Right,
diba? Right. Given also the welcoming message of China.
Yeah.
So ang daming mas lalala yung problema kapag hindi natin siya in-overpower ng goodness about health.
100%. Oo.
Right.
Ayun. So, well, talking about weight management, kasi para rin matulungan natin yung mga yung audience natin kasi I'm sure yun naman talaga usually yung New Year's resolution ma-maintain natin maayos para lang matulungan natin ano ba yung mga misconceptions about weight management.
Ayan. So, one thing there are cases kasi na kung kailan malapit na yung reason natin. For example, things like, bakit ba nag-lose ng weight yung mga tao? Sige, number 1, pwedeng ang reason mo, gusto mo beach body pag summer.
Oh, yeah.
Pagdating ng June, July, wedding month na yan, mga ganyan. Gusto ng mga mas mapapayat na correct. Bride and groom. So, and during that time, kung kailan malapit na yung, yung reason of why they want to be in that kind of, health na ginugusto nila, nagkakaroon sila ng parang cramming, tipong di lang ako kakain ngayon, ganyan. So, yun yung isa sa mga misconception. We wouldn't really, mafo-frustrate lang tayo. So, akala nila ma-achieve nila yung desired weight goals nila if they get to, cram, mga ganyan.
O yung mga nagmamadali na, di ba? Last minute.
If they just cut out rice totally, and isa yan. Maraming misconceptions about weight management But at the end of the day, kasi guys, we stick to the principles of moderation, variety, and balance. Sir Dennis, he was able to lose more than 5 pounds? Is that almost
mga 8
pounds na.
Mga 8 to 10 pounds.
Diba? And take note, guys, parang may rice kayo, sir, 3? No more.
Yeah.
3-time breakfast, lunch, diba?
Brown
But
rice,
of course, brown rice.
Yun. At times.
Diba? So, high fiber. Alright? So, yung complex carbs, yung yung tinitake niya, talagang we make sure na throughout the day, he gets to have a good amount of nutrient-dense carbohydrate, proteins, and fats. So, kung culprit talaga si rice, edi sana hindi siya nag-lose ng weight. So, hindi po culprit ang kanin. It's all about, at the end of the day, check mo kung yung calories na kailangan mo is hindi ka ba sumobra doon. Right? Kasi yun lang naman yung reason why you would gain weight If dalawa actually. If sosobra ka doon sa calorie consumption mo na requirement mo, or may ibang cases kasi na hindi ka man sumusobra dun sa caloric needs mo, pero yung sarili nating katawan is medyo pagod na throughout the years. Kung ilang taon na kayo, di ba, kung 30 years old ka, di ba, for the past 30 years, parang sasakyan lang yan, sir, di ba? Pag hindi mo minsan minemaintain or something like that, pinapacheck, then we also need to empower our body's ability na, trabahuhin lahat ng pinapasok po natin sa katawan natin. So that's where your micronutrients will come in. Your vitamins, minerals, antioxidants. Usually kasi common misconception din ng weight management, sir, is puro calorie lang.
Right.
Yun lang yung kinakount nila without minding that. And also, another misconception would be, kala ng iba, okay lang kahit wala ng exercise. Ang dami kasi yan sa internet, di ba, sir? No need to exercise.
Correct.
On your case ba, sir? Nag-exercise? Okay.
Ako, I've been consistent naman
sa
exercise ever
grabe,
since.
Guys. So,
yun. So, never naman akong tumigil sa exercise. For some reason, I don't think I can survive pag walang exercise.
Ibang level.
Kasi from the bata pa lang ako, para naging siya, way of life So, kung ganun yung mindset mo, na hindi siya dahil may gusto kang ma-achieve na weight, but it's more of like part of your life.
Yes.
Parang pagkain, parang paliligo, di ba? It's really a way of life. Pag di ka naligo, talagang iba yung mo.
Way
so,
of
same
life.
thing sa exercise, di ba? Kasi Hindi kasi for example nga, extreme. Paliligo kasi obvious na pag di ka naligo, mangangamoy ka, 'di ba? Yun namang sa exercise and sa diet. Ang problema kasi hindi natin nakikita yung negative effect. Pag hindi mo inilagay yung sarili mo. Nasa sa loob mo kasi yun nasa mga internal organs. It will take some time, 'di ba? So pero siguro kung may mindset lang tayo na gano'n, na pag hindi tayo nag-exercise, somehow yung loob natin is nagde-deteriorate.
Right.
Diba? Kung may gano'n tayong mindset, I think it can help us be motivated in disciplining ourselves pagdating sa diet and exercise.
Yes.
Diba? Pero marami ring tao kasi na natatakot sila na mag-exercise na or mag-start ng mag-diet kasi alam nila sa sarili nila na hindi rin sila maging successful based on the previous attempts.
Yeah, that's another one.
In your case, how do you help your clients na ma-avoid yung ganon, yung fear of failure?
Okay. Well, number one, we get to process things out. I think it's very important for them parang to heal from their past situations first. No? So, kasi at the end of the day, 'di ba, yung mga decisions natin is also shaped by our emotions, right? So whatever there are a lot of technicalities kasi, 'di ba, that we are doing when it comes to pursuing a health goal, and hindi natin maiwasang maging emotional,
right,
about it. It's either you're happy doing it, or at some point baka dahil hindi mo or yung nung pinopursue mo yun in the past, bigla ka na injury, kaya feeling mo, pag may pinursu ka ulit na bagong goal, baka mangyari ulit yun. So, it's very important for me to talk about first what happened in the past. And then process things out, assess what went wrong, what went right. And then from there, once na intindihan ng client na, okay, ganun pala. So, once they get to understand the rationale, why these things happen, may the result be desirable or not, they get to heal from the situation. Only from then, they can move forward from accepting. Diba? Kakaroon tayo ng acceptance na, okay, now I'm ready to have another goal. Pero itong goal na to, regardless of kung ano bang numbers yan, pounds, etc. and all, yung why dun, again, papasok siya. Kasi, pwedeng medyo mababaw, like, you just want to wear your bikini, ganyan, or, because you want to live more for your family, or you want na yung trabaho mo, wala kayong elevator, so gusto mo pag umaakyat ka, hindi sumasakit yung tuhod mo, mga ganyan. So, malinaw din dapat yun.
Right.
Para you get to look forward na kahit na parang very challenging sa'yo make time, 20 to 30 minutes of cardio or strength training. Pupursue mo yun. Kasi at the end of the day, what you're looking forward is not just, the technicalities of eating healthy and the exercise, but also, ano yung short-term and long-term kung makukuha, as I pursue kung ano man yung strategies na naset natin. Oo. So, yung pakikipag-usap din sa kanila is very important.
Right.
From time to time. Like, I get to visit really my clients every 2 or so weeks para, yun nga, to process things out. Kasi at the end of the day talaga, sir, like, sa case ko din, yung references naman, how to be healthy, nandiyan naman na talaga yan.
Yes.
It's in the internet, you can just ask your friend and all that. Pero lahat talaga, I think it's all about what's going on in your mind.
Yeah.
At
malaking
yung
tulong yung malaking tulong talaga pag meron kang mentor or coach talaga na nakakausap, 'di ba? Kasi nabanggit ko rin kanina, accountability partner na nakakausap. It's no different with pag meron kang mental health issue, meron kang psychologist na pwede kang kausapin, Yung for example, yung mga ganyang fear of something is psychological yan at times, 'di ba? Sabi mo nga, it came from an experience before or a traumatic experience before. So it really helps pag you get to talk to somebody about it.
Right.
Diba? Especially kung professional at kagaya mo. Diba? So yun. So again, feel free to reach out.
Yeah, we're very excited, guys, to hear from you. Yan.
Ayun, so that leads to another question. Ano ba yung, para lang may bawasan natin yung friction pagdating sa weight management. Ano ba what can you provide na parang simple strategy lang for losing weight, with especially kasi minsan may mindset tayo para tayong nade-deprive pag tayong,
Oo.
'di ba? Ano ba
wala
yung
nang kakainin.
Yes, so ano ba yung simple strategy that you can give us?
Yes. So, very simple when it comes to weight management. So, 'di ba? Sabihin nga nila, paano 'yun kung lagi akong gutom? Ayan, 'di ba? So, ang tanong, bakit nga ba tayo
Laging gutom.
Laging gutom or kailan ba lang dapat tayo nagugutom? Okay. So, the kind of diet, kasi di ba narinig natin yung intermittent fasting, etc. ganyan. So far, of all the diets available, again, yan yung merong scientific study. So if it works for you, go ahead, as long as you can be consistent on that time frame.
Yeah.
No? Kung ano man yung napili mong time frame of eating time. But again, it's not just about yung time of eating, but also the quality, quantity, and timing. Also, especially sa mga diabetic, no? But considering the pagiging gutom or satiety, let's say sa general diet na breakfast, lunch, dinner, ideally, you get to have like, kaya mong may 4 hours in between from the time you, like breakfast, sabihin natin, yung mga 7 or 8 a.m., 9, 10, 11, 12 noon. So, yung iba nagkakaroon ng AM snack, pwede naman yon, basta light snacks lang talaga. So, importante na may fiber content.
Yes.
Yun pong ating breakfast, regardless, no? So, saan mo makukuha yung fiber? Of course, obviously, lahat ng prutas, gulay, meron yan. But apart from that, meron tayong tinatawag na mga whole grains, di ba, sir? Yung simpleng pag-switch ng white to brown, like what we did, no, kay sir. Yan. And then yung konti, let's say, kung meron kang, halimbawa, di ba, usually sa morning, yung mga mabilisan, it's either fried fish or naggisa ka ng kung ano dyan. Ideally, meron kang ready na pwedeng slice na kamatis or pepino. That you can just put on the side, or let's say achara or kimchi, you don't need to prepare it, you just need to, get it from your jar and eat it, even though kahit nga baon mo lang siya, diba? So yung mga ganun, fiber kasi it makes you, kasi siya, guys, kumbaga, siya yung, of all the nutrients, pinakamatagal tumambay sa bituka natin. So yung tendency is that, pag yung bituka natin, ramdam niya na meron pa dyan na laman, hindi agad yan magsisignal sa brain natin na, uy, wala na akong laman. Kain ka na.
Yeah.
Hindi agad-agad yung ganon. However, pag puro, yun nga, hindi tayo conscious about the fiber intake, madaling ma-digest lahat. Madaling ma-empty lahat. So, madaling mawala ng agad ng laman yung bituka natin. Hence, signaling your brain to, uy, wala na akong laman. Ganon.
Correct.
So, sometimes, guys, don't be frustrated kasi hindi siya dahil, kumbaga, it's more physiological why you feel that way. Again, you just need to understand the technicalities of these things para you get to stick on the strategy or in the plan na, ito yung nirecommend sa akin ni coach or ito yung way ng meal plan ko kasi there's a science pala behind this. Kaya pala ako may may brown rice instead of white rice. It's because of, yun pala yung intention. Ganyan. Especially for those people na may mga sugar, diabetic, ganyan. So, para hindi, kumbaga, biglang mag-shoot up, ganyan, yung mga sugar levels natin. Also, mga protein-rich food. So, dalawa yan, guys, that promotes, kumbaga, may tinatawag tayong mataas yung satiety value or yung pagkabusog effect.
Yes.
Protein and fiber. Yan.
Yeah. Napapag-usapan namin yan recently ni Leslie about yung satiety effect pag kumain ka ng fast food, di ba? Parang sama yung busog ka pero iba yung pakaramdam, no? So, iba talaga pag quality yung ipapasok natin na nutrients, no? So, we have the macronutrients, which is yung carbs, fat, and protein. And then we have the micronutrients, di ba? So, yung mga vitamins and minerals.
And antioxidants.
Ang dami ko natutunan. Yun. So, pero talking about the nutrients, no? Ano ba yung mga non-negotiable, no? That you personally take and advise, especially for yung mga busy people, no, mga professionals, mga working professionals, no?
Ayan. So, kaway-kaway sa mga ang daming mga masyadong naset na goals this year.
Yes. So,
masyado na ba kayo? Ano ba kayo? Masaya ba kayo? Or medyo nasa-stress ng konti sa pagtingin sa vision board natin? Diba? So, kasama yan. Kasi sabi nga, yung purpose of our existence, it's a mission, right? It's a blessing. Kaya naman, ang very foundation of everything, dapat talaga healthy tayo, no? So, non-negotiable, syempre sa mga busy, gamit natin ang ating mga brains.
Correct.
Di ba, sir? Agree na agree dyan si sir. And take
Yes.
note, guys, ano bang composition ng utak natin? Di ba? 60% of our brain is made out of fats. So, dapat dyan, however, healthy fats. No? Omega-3, salmon, almonds, chia seeds, flax seeds, avocado, or yung omega-3 fish oil natin. And also, I take, yung tinitake ni sir, no? Ayan, nasa bag ko kanina. Uminom ako bago tayo mag-start. Yung mga nootropics like Coca Prime. Kasi para, yun nga, hindi masyado tayo naglalag ng information. So, syempre, di ba, sir, pagka busy tayo, ang bilis ng mga pangyayari. And, yeah, given na yung...
Mabilis tayo ma-distract. Yan.
Oo, sobrang daming iniisip. So, as much as possible, we want to leverage on these things. Na kumbaga, we really want na yung sistema natin, very okay siya.
Yeah.
Alam mo yun? So, number one, syempre yung brain natin, guys. And next, of course, is your heart.
Right.
No? Nandyan yung mga nutrients like resveratrol, coenzyme Q10, na present yan sa mga multivitamins and multi-antioxidants na tinitake din namin ni Sir. Why? Because of course, you want your heart na palaban to keep pumping 24/7. If it stops, alam nyo na. Right? So, ano bang trabaho ng puso mo? Your heart, basic responsibility is to pump blood throughout your body. Ano ba laman ng blood mo? The nutrients, the oxygen. Right? Na kailangan ng bawat organ mo. So, basically, each and every organ of your body, it wouldn't function at 100% if parang medyo delay or hindi masyadong nakakarating, 'di ba, yung mga nutrients and oxygen doon at the proper time. Right? So, syempre nandiyan din yung immune system. Ayaw naman natin, sir, na humaharap sa kliyente na, alam mo yon, medyo tayo, dami sinisipon, inuubo, mga ganyan. So, gusto natin dahil nga busy tayo, exposed tayo sa mundo, 'di ba? Lahat na, wala, no holds barred, ganyan.
Lahat ng klase ng virus and
pollution,
bacteria,
ganyan. Lahat na pinupuntahan natin. So, kumbaga, exposed as we are, alam natin na meron kasi tayong tinatawag na, di ba, free radicals. Actually, sir, yan talaga yung kontrabida, no, sa buhay natin. Pero we cannot eradicate that, unfortunately. However, we can just up our defenses to address that. So, free radicals, yan yung sumisira po sa cells natin. No, at yun naman yung role ng mga antioxidants. It's to protect ourselves from the free radicals. Saan ba nanggagaling sa free radicals? Oxidative stress, like poor food choices, pollution, radiation coming from, yun nga, phones, lalo yung mga nasa ospital, yung mga equipment, radiation. Ganyan. And, of course, no, yung natin, the stress itself.
Right.
So, pagdami ng mga ganon, pagdami din dapat ng depensa. So, ano ba yung well-studied antioxidants right now? Kasi hindi po lahat ng vitamins, sir, are considered antioxidants. Ang usual lang na antioxidants are vitamin C, vitamin E. However, hindi lahat ng vitamins has the same role as the antioxidants in terms of protecting your cells from further damage. Kasi alam natin, guys, diba, pag nasira yung cells, anong sunod niyan? The organ damage. Once na organ damage, papangalanan na yan ng doktor mo as disease or illness. So, the root cause, dun tayo. So, how to protect your cells, antioxidants like resveratrol, hesperidine, quercetin, yun yung mga ngayon, latest. O, diba? Latest sa chika, olive oil, nga ganyan, green tea extract, mga ganyan yung mga natin, less of nutrients. And yes, we are also personally taking that as well. So, importante talaga para, pag nagkasakit kasi tayo, ilang araw tayong matitenga di ba, sir? Kaya hindi pwede.
Oo nga. Especially talaga ngayon. Usually, pag nag-start yung taon, sobrang aggressive tayo sa mga projects.
Right.
Motivated tayo to do things and whatnot. So, minsan, napapabayaan o natitake for granted natin yung mga ganyan. Pero, yun again, as a busy professional, sige, I believe or I agree na kailangan ko yung mga ganyan. Pero, ang problema ko naman is that, dahil nga nagtatrabaho ako, minsan kailangan kong kumain sa labas.
Yeah.
O minsan kailangan kong mag-socialize with somebody. Ano ba yung, paano natin mababalanse yung ganyan? How can we achieve that, right taking of nutrients kung meron akong mga ganung ginagawa sa labas, no? A specific example, last Monday, beginning of the week.
Yan.
Trabaho kami ni Leslie here, so medyo na-stress na kami. Tapos nung pauwi na, napadaan kami doon on the way. I don't know, yung Lucky Bird na restaurant dyan.
Not yet. Ano
Sa
saan
may
yan?
dagatan. Yeah, try it. I mean, it's a Lucky Bird ang pangalan. Restaurant, no?
Pero yung masarap din doon, yung Taiwanese something.
Oh, yeah. Yung
Golden Tree?
Yeah, yung Golden Tree. But Lucky Bar is, actually,
Lucky Bar.
Lucky Bird pala.
Bird.
Sorry. Lucky
Okay.
Bird. Restaurant siya na may car wash na rin.
Okay.
Try it.
Parang uso yung mga gano'n, no? Restaurant with car wash.
Maganda yung ano nila. And nakilala rin namin yung owner, no? So, si Elaine. Yun. So, nung pauwi na kami, nakita namin parang masarap kumain dito. Kasi stress kami. So, yun. Paano, syempre, di ba? Minsan meron kang pinaplano na something healthy, pero natitempt ka.
Alright,
na
gets.
paano mo mababalanse yun? No?
Yes. So, like kami din, no? Actually, noong December, apart from mga holiday ganyan, we eat out din many times.
Yes.
So, ang tinitingnan ko dyan is that yung cooking method, number 1. Oo. So, for example, kung meron man kaming kakainin na prito, maximum of 1 dish lang. The rest would be parang ginisa na. Ginisang, kung ano man yan, chicken-based, beef, pork, or chicken, Tapos usually I order din yung mga, kung meron, yung may karne, tapos may gulay, magkahalo sila. Yung ganyan. So, 1 of each, I get to usually binabalan, lalo na kung family kaming kumakain. So of course, you have your rice, and then meron kang kung ano yung vegetable dish na ulam na meron sila. Kung wala, usually may, di ba, yung beef with broccoli. Kung wala talagang yung gulay ng mga sila dish. So, and then, yun, one of either chicken or fish. As in, yung representative talaga, sir, ng bawat karne. Ganyan. Lalo na kung marami kaming kakain.
So, you have to be mindful talaga of the portions
of each. Wala talagang dawa-doble. Kung meron man dawa-doble, it's because baka marami na kami masyado. Baka 10 na kami. Ganyan. Oo. So, yun. May pork, may chicken, may fish, may beef. Yun. Yung 4 na yun? It's either, kung 4 lang kaming kakain. Diba, sir, kung 2 lang kayo, pwede na siguro yung 3 putahe. Depende kasi sa sa availability din ng menu. So, and kung ano rin yung specialty nila. So, kung ma-rice or maulam sila or kung ma-noodle sila or something like that. And sa portion din. Kasi 'di ba merong, for example, kung noodles man yan, meron ka pa sa iba nagsaserve, ang laki.
Right.
'Di ba? Like, tawag dun, pwedeng split kayo, tapos order kayo ng iba pang parang pika-pika nila, which you can consume it. Yon. So,
pero ako like yung last week din, actually, nasa Lucky Bird din kami last week. So, pinopromote
check
ko na si Lucky Bird.
Yan.
Kasi
tingnan ko nga. Sige, sir. Sample. Yung menu
friends,
nila.
Yung mga friends
Lucky
ni
Bird.
Leslie kasi para nag-reunion sila. Ang kinain, I remember, ang in-order ko doon is just smoked salmon salad.
Oh.
Tapos, meron silang crispy pata doon. Kumurot lang ako ng konti. Diba? So, yun lang. So, I think, you just have to be mindful nga of those things na, tsaka yung portions, no, ng kinakain mo para ma-balance mo talaga yung somehow yung, syempre pag nag-socialize ka talagang minsan matitempt ka talaga di ba, especially kung ang daming handa.
Yeah. And sa color din, minsan kino-consider ko siya like kung medyo may brown na ito, gano'n, para iba din kasi yung, di ba, yung trigger ng color sa appetite.
Yeah.
Yung mga ganyan. Tapos kung meron ito, ginisa, may konting dry, ito may konting sabaw yung isa. Yung ganun. Ano talaga? Ewan ko, parang naging automatic na siya over time. Kaya pag talaga kumain sa labas, ako talaga yung sir nag-decision. Kahit kasama ko yung parents ko. Hinahayaan na nila. Parang matic na yun. Anyway.
Pero speaking of stress, no, I think nakwento ko nga nung Monday, di ba? Medyo stress kami. Kaya kami napakain doon, ano? So,
sina-search ko nga ngayon.
Ano bang role ng stress talaga dun sa weight gain and how can we manage that?
Ayan. Sino ba mga stress dyan?
Kasi yung stress talaga nag-lead sa emotional eating di ba?
Correct. So parang we tend to reward ourselves.
So in relation to stress, kagaya nga nung nakwento ko kanina na last Monday, beginning of the week, na-stress kami ni Leslie. On the way pa uwi is nakakita kami ng restaurant. So nakain tayo, stress eating, di ba? So, how can you manage that? Kasi talagang medyo mahirap i-resist yung temptation, di ba?
Yes.
Kasi yan din na nagpe-play ng malaking role sa weight gain, yung stress.
Right.
Emotional eating.
If you have the same urge no, or nagyari yung same situation sa inyo, like what happened to kana Sir Dennis, go for it. Diba? Kain kayo nun. Kasi the more na parang pinipigilan natin, sir, nagkakaroon ng resistance. So, naiipon yan. So, nagkakaroon tuloy ng mga tinatawag na cheat day in which dapat hindi talaga yan nangyayari. Because you're not a cheater in the first place. Right?
Either 1 or 0 lang yan.
Go for it, guys. No, kapag if you have the urge, biglang may nagbigay sa inyo ng a slice of cake or so, pwede nyong gawin is, pwede i-share sa, kung meron kayong kasama sa bahay or ka-office, or a portion of it, kainin nyo, then mamaya ulit yung iba. Yung mga ganyang hacks. Right? So, just don't overindulge sa isang upuan na yun lang talaga, lalo na pag alam natin na concentrated nga siya sa calories. So, ang stress kasi, again, tumataas yung ating cortisol hormones. And it has an effect in terms also of regulating our, insulin, sugar levels, ganyan. Ang tendency niyan is that once the sugar levels are increased, no, or hindi ganun ka functional yung insulin din natin, ang tendency, hindi nararamdaman ng cells natin yung sugar intake sa loob. So, ang tendency is that magsisignal din yan na feeling niya wala siyang kinakain. So, hence, ang magiging effect nun, dating sa'yo is that for you to eat more. That's why nagkakaroon ng fat storage. Yes. So, again, sugar, the sugar levels in the blood, naiipon siya, yung sugar na naiipon sa dugo, yung insulin, kasi ang insulin, sir, di ba, para siyang susi. So, pag may tinatawag na insulin resistant, parang yung susi, hindi gumagana sa doorknob, for example, ng cells mo. Pag hindi gumagana yan, sa doorknob ng cells mo, hindi bumubukas yung pinto ng cells mo for the sugar to go in which, diba, yung sugar, yun kasi yung gagamitin ng cells mo para mag-produce as energy. So, sa mga people na, yun nga, no, na masyadong elevated ang stress over time or hindi natin siya na ma-manage, ganun po yung nangyayari. Kaya eventually, yung iba nagtataka sila, bakit ganun? Hindi naman ako masyadong mahilig sa sweets, pero nagka-diabetes ako, like on a case of Sam Milby. No? So, sabi nga niya, hindi naman daw siya pa nga daw yung sa barkada, yung wag kayo masyadong ma-sugar, ganyan-ganyan. But the thing is, yun nga, sometimes it's not just about the sugar, apart from the simple sugars, is that may effect na ganun yung stress levels natin. Pag hindi tayo mindful doon, hindi ka rin mindful sa pag-regulate ng stress levels mo. So, doon papasok yung, okay. So, pag ito na, nafe-feel ko na yung dire-diretso yung trabaho, hindi na makapag-isip na maayos. Okay, pause muna ako. I'll go for like deep breathing exercises first. I'll go walk around first dyan muna, like 5-10 minutes. Sagap muna ako ng fresh air. Mga ganyan. So, 5 to 10 minute break in between your 3 or 4 hour work is really malaking bagay po.
Yes.
Dalas ko yan ako. So, kaya I'm sure si Sir Den.
Ako, meron akong habit of parang 10-minute meditation. Yan, nagkukulong lang ako doon sa isang room for 10 minutes. Meron akong pinapakinggan.
Yeah, music. Okay, favorite ko yung mga jazz. Really anything, no? It doesn't have to be super komplikado or expensive yung pagiging relax natin. Hindi mo kailangang hintayin yung after 1 week kung kailan ka magpamasahe. Of course, that's part. Pero in between, kailangan may hacks talaga tayo, guys. Lahat talaga lalagyan natin siya ng strategy.
Yes. Saka malaking tulong. I mean, I can attest to that. Kasi yung discipline of doing it, medyo mahirap. Kasi nga, busy ka. Tapos, kailangan ko pa mag 10-minute break. Pero kailangan talaga.
Kailangan talaga. It makes you actually more efficient. Diba, sir?
Yes.
Yes.
I agree.
Ayan.
So, ayun. So, ang dami nating pinag-uusapan ng mga iba-ibang mga hacks, mga diet, exercise, etc. Now, overwhelmed na ako diba? So, paano? Anong advice that you can give to these people na na-overwhelmed dun sa kanilang pag-start ng kanilang health journey?
Ayan. So, I think one thing is that what will be essential there is the journaling. Kasi once you get to be overwhelmed, 'di ba? Parang di mo na alam kung ano pa ba 'to? May nangyayari pa ba or am I just, feeling frustrated and all that. So having that journal gives you the clarity na,
Yun,
oo nga no, for the past week, in fairness, kung yung last year wala akong nasisimulang exercise, ngayon nakapag 3 times ako exercise last week, and that will make you feel good, right? Tapos sa mga food intake mo, kung let's say last year hindi mo maiwala yung soft drinks, biglang yung record mo sa journal mo, halos parang, di ba, from 3, let's say, bottles, naging 1 bottle of soft drink na lang.
Yeah.
So, balikan natin yung journal natin. So, then pumapasok. Plus, of course, yun nga, talking to your accountability partner, discussing things through, pag-usapan yung mga bagay-bagay.
Right.
I think importante yan.
Yes.
No, because winning makes you really feel good. And kung meron mang not so good moments, it helps you process things out para yun yung, kung ano man yung learnings mo doon, yun yung maging bala mo for you to, be better at the next battle. Right?
I have a funny story, no? So,
Yes, sir.
siguro mga 5 months ago, meron akong sinubscribe na isang influencer, fitness influencer sa Instagram. So, meron siyang subscription-based na workout program. Tapos tinry ko lang, no? So, okay naman, actually. Pero nung medyo nakabisado, after 2-3 months, nakabisado ko na yung mga workout niya. Though nagbabago-bago siya. Sabi ko, mag-unsubscribe ako kasi mahal sayang. Parang binabayaran ko doon nasa 2.5 yata per month. Tapos nung i-unsubscribe ko na, wala parang glitchy yung website niya. Tapos hindi na ako makalogin. Tapos pag may forgot password, hindi nag-i-email ng link, etc. Pag naman may chat, hindi ko na lang sasabihin yung brand.
Alright.
Pag may chat naman, parang hindi available yung customer support.
Philippine-based, international?
No, US-based.
Okay.
So, up to this day, nagbabayad ako. Pero, come to think of it, napipilitan ngayon ako mag-workout because hindi ko siya makancel.
Okay.
so, okay naman. So, somehow, nakakatulong siya, di ba? So, pero kung gusto ko naman talaga, pwede ko naman siyang tawagan and whatnot. Pero, somehow, okay din kasi nga, sabi ko, sayang na yung binabayad ko dito, tutuloy ko na yung workout ko. Well, short, funny story lang about my subscription dun sa isang workout routine. But anyway, so after all these things that we have discussed, kung meron tayong, siguro, one piece of advice, that you can give to somebody who wants to achieve yung health goals nila this year, ano yung one piece na yun? Para lang siguro i-simplify lang natin,
Yes. So, 3 words, Progress over perfection. So, kung ano man yung ginagawa natin, may it be your diet, your exercise, ganyan, hindi walang masasabing perfect, or standard talaga, 100%. So long as, yun nga, you get to see in your journal na yung activities natin, right, is may ginagawa talaga every single day. Because it compounds over time. Kasi yung, for example, gusto mong magka-abs, hindi naman lumalabas yan after 1 week or 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Right?
Oo nga.
Takes time. Okay? So, i-rebuild yung muscle natin. Just be patient. Alright? So, know where you are. Ask for help para ma-assess natin yung dapat natin gawin. Because at the end of the day, you deserve to have, a quality of life. Pero pinapaglaban yan. Tulad ng mga other life goals na kailangan natin paglaban this year. Same po yung ating health goals.
Correct. Actually, same principles lang naman in all goals sa buhay, di ba? Sa business, personal life, relationship. Just show up and be consistent, Kakasabi ko lang yan dun sa mga previous podcasts. Same
diba?
concept,
Totoo,
sa
sir.
wealth building, sa business, sa personal life, So, yun lang po. So, values and consistency. So, thank you so much again, Coach MR.
Yes, thank you so much also, the Playground PH.
Happy New Year to everyone.
Happy healthy
2025, our first episode this 2025.
Yes. So, subscribe in our YouTube channel and also follow our social media.
Yeah, Spotify din.
Yes, Spotify also. Yes, we're also there. And if you have questions or topics that you would like to feature in our next episode, feel free to comment down below.
Yes.
Because again, you deserve to be nourished so you can flourish.
Yes, thank you so much. Bye.